Greetings and salutations, and welcome back to our Let's Play of EU4 with RedBstrd as Brittany. Where we last left our nation, we had gotten into a fight with Norway and Denmark and England and Scotland in short sequence and snatched up a bunch of colonies. So those are destroying our economy as we're way over our colony limit, but we're making good enough money otherwise that when they're not a constant drag, we're able to make up for it. So our immediate goals are to get some of those colonies finished. I would also like to start expanding in Europe a bit more, because we kind of boxed ourselves in. Papacy doesn't let us push that way, and Burgundy has been a constant barrier to our advancement to the northeast. So we're going to try preying on some of these weaker neighbors, seeing if there's anything that we could do about that. So my goal's probably going to be Venice next. Riga actually might not be a bad one to snipe off. But their independence is guaranteed by Denmark, and we just took some stuff from Denmark. So I gotta core this first. Let's get a couple units up here to protect our colonies in progress. Hopefully they'll attack into the highlands. Let's tell them that friendlies can attach. Okay, that's a couple of colonies done. Our budget will appreciate that, because it was costing us like 300, so this dropped in half. Okay, they didn't attach. Let's just go ahead and march on in. Our colonial subject will probably help out. I'm just going to merge these two armies together. And just get the bare minimum number of cannons and cavalry and all that. Okay, we could get 14 more units after that. Okay, that's yet another colony completed. English are trying to get up in our colonial region as well. Okay, send those guys up there. And of course, getting out of debt is a goal that we have. Because we do now have 2,000 in debt, but we're making money once again. And we haven't even gotten down to our colonial limit. We're allowed 2 colonists right now. Okay, this fleet is now large enough to pick up these guys. So we're going to move around to here and down here. Okay, we're free, so let's march up to here, take out Navajo. We're allowed to, what, 14 more? Yeah. Hey, I'm gonna pay off our debt. Time to build more troops and spend our money. A Danish separatists, where they're going to rise up. Yeah, since we don't have troops over here and we're using our fleet elsewhere, I am going to increase this autonomy. We're going to leave this army up here so it could deal with the rebels in this region. But we would have to move an army over there, and we're planning on using our army. Ooh, that was a colony in progress. So that's where part of the problem is. We're going to go over our force limit, and our force limit dropped because we just increased the autonomy. But I should just hire a merc here, because he's faster. I know that we're supposed to go into the Spice Islands, attack Makassar. I haven't forgotten about that. Who are the knights allied with? Just Venice. It was good to have that imperialism CB, I must tell you guys. Diplomats free. So better put them to use. Pima. Pima, I think, relocated to the northwest. We're allowed another leader, so let's go ahead and get one. He's got 2 siege, so I like that. And we're heading straight for their capital, not even caring about the terrain. We're allowed 4 leaders. Let's get another one. At least he's got maneuver, so he's fast. Got some lazy diplomats. We'll continue improving relations with our allies where possible. Keep an eye on this fleet's attrition. Yeah, it's still really low. Okay, Miami. And we're coring England. Oh. These troops didn't quite make it in time. Those new ones that we hired to flesh out this army. So we'll send them up, and they'll capture these 2 provinces, and then join in on the siege. Since we are chaining wars, and we're ahead of time on military tech, we're going to raise war taxes, and hope that that helps us pay off our loans a little more quickly. We got some silver for the new world. That's good for us. How are you guys doing? You're doing well. And they are blocking the fort. We get our blockade there. And Navajo has fallen. So we're just going to split up these troops and try to snatch up the rest of the territory. Okay, Miami are suing us for peace, but we haven't even captured their capital yet, so I don't know what they're going on about. This war is clearly not over yet. Navajo. That's a little bit more reasonable. Okay, 95 war score. We should just demand all of their territory and their money. Let's march all these guys up here. And we should encounter some rebels along the way somewhere. Try to convert this region. Keep an eye on rebel progress. We're doing alright. We're doing alright with colonies, completing some of them. Keeping an eye on our attrition. And that's going according to plan as well. We've paid off a third of our debt. And we've cored everything, so we should see a lot of this revolt risk starting to decrease. Let's see, these three factions are going away. Maybe their army was dealt with, and I saw an army over here, and I saw our subjects going up there, but I wasn't keeping a close eye on it. Okay, we got some more gold pouring in from the colonies. And we've captured Crete. So let's smash their ships. And repair and port. Okay, we finally capture that city. So we'll take those provinces. These troops are getting paid for nothing. So let's put them to use. Not quite enough to pay off another loan, but we can ask our bourgeoisie for money, and now we are out of debt again. Hey, these ships are repaired. So the port's here, so we're going to move in from this direction, and our ships can blockade roads effectively. Okay, we wiped out the army of Miami. Sorry, I'm picking up the pace on what we're attacking and trying to do multi-continent stuff. Moving into conquest mode. Okay, Salish. Here, Salish is allied only to Haida. Let's go ahead and attack them. We'll mark them as co-belligerents. So they have a single unit behind. Stack wipe them and move half the army north. They don't have an army after that. It was everything they had. Our troops are in place. We shouldn't suffer any attrition now that we have the port in Crete supplying us. And here's another transport Let's get him down to Crete. There are a few ships still moving around here. Chumash, that's our colony in Southern California. Like San Diego, is finished. We're not going to start up a new one yet because we're still over our limit. These will probably finish before we could get the guy there, so we're going to send it up here to this Scottish one and try to change the culture. Okay, we don't need quite this many troops here, so let's move them north along with these guys. And that provides us with enough troops. Where we could move north and wipe them out. Now, there might be some tribes still moving around in here that we can't see. But I don't know. I don't know if we got like Blackfoot and so on. I think we did right around in here. I didn't keep a checklist. So we'll see them if they move around. Ooh. I need to stop that from happening. So we're going to grab a unit of mercs. Okay, what do we want? We want more manpower. Okay, into the breach. Okay, we got there in time. Hopefully, they're up for the task. We'll just leave them there for the moment. Okay, we captured this, so we're going to force them to concede that region. Let's just make sure all of our subjects are loyal to us. They are. We're out of debt, so let's make sure that they're all out of debt. California has a little bit of debt. Okay, so we're moving over here to attack Frisia, who is forced to relocate to the New World. Let's see how that force limit. Our force limit is going up, that's nice. From all this conquest. Okay, this siege is progressing nicely thanks to our 12 cannons and our Julie Tobdigny. Our 4 siege. Okay, there's their ships. They're not moving. Wait, they are. Where are you guys going? That's just the Tunisians. Oh, could we attack somebody in North Africa without much incident? Tunis and Mali. Yeah, it's gonna be a big war. Okay, Chinook. But they're the war goal. War leader. So we need to take out their friend first. Okay, roads. Oops. Take you out. It's a little bit of aggressive expansion towards people that are upset with us already, but not much. Let's increase the autonomy because we're not going to keep troops around here. And when we have autonomy, we could always just bring it down this way. I've never really made extensive use of that. Now level 6 fort, that seems excessive. Again, we're just increasing autonomy. Allies are Hejaz. And we'll keep these conversions going. We don't have religious ideas or anything like that, so we're not very good at converting. Hejaz won't protect them, so this is the right time to attack. And I already know that their port is up there because I can see their ships. Okay, we captured Salish. Okay, Wichita completed, so let's get rid of these marks. They're just a drain on our economy. And we do have universities all throughout here for the Enlightenment. But we should get some more, like Oxford needs one. Just start spreading it throughout England. Oh, we do want to attack as soon as we can, but we've got a decade before we can attack them. Let's improve relations here just a little. Okay, so I'm finished. That is great news for our economy. So now we're only one colony over, so our cost has dropped to like 8 from like 300. Keep an eye on our time here, because I could very easily get caught up in chaining wars together. And have like a 40-minute video. Okay, Bremen. Go for imperialism, that way we can take all of their stuff, because it's all provinces. And Bremen. Bremen, who are your allies? Austria, Trade League. So we don't want to deal with all that right now while our troops are spread out, so we'll just do imperialism, no co-belligerence on Bremen. Move to their capital. And our colonial subjects get the rest, including all this stuff up here. Okay, what were we working on? Quality ideas. Let's get our next level of military tech first. Okay, all of you guys have done a great job up here, but we could put you to use, potentially attacking. Well, we could force those guys to become protectorates. I think this one is going to be conquered. So South America is basically closed off. Let's move these guys. Well, I guess we could leave them over here for now. Just centralize them. Lithuania is the emperor. Put them on rebel suppression. Move these guys here. Set them on rebel suppression. Take their money. Okay, so Bohemia. Did we lose our alliance with them? We did. So let's wait till we're at peace. We're going to stop chaining wars together. And oof, we got another merchant. Okay, so we have a guy collecting here. We're pushing towards it. Pushing. They're there. We don't have one up here. Got one in all of these places. Maybe here. Okay, not allowed to start any new wars until we get Bohemia back as an ally. Okay, we have... No, we're not going to do that yet. Got a diplomat back, so let's take these provinces and all of their money. Okay, so now we have a strong California. We should colonize Hawaii soon before the Spanish get there. Alright, so now our two wars are against Friesland and Cyprus. And Cyprus looks like they're ready to give in. Okay. They're moving up here, but our colonial subjects should be able to deal with them. Oh. They might attack us. Where do I need more troops? I think we're okay for the moment. So let's see, we can make 9 more, so let's just build up. 6, 7, 8, and 9. Just some troops on the continent, and we can figure out what to do with them later. Smash their navy. Let's get to port for a day. Pick these guys up. Pull into a port for a month, and then hold down shift and move us up there. So we can drop off. Oh, did Bremen? Yeah, Bremen is in the war. And let's take out Cyprus. Okay, and increasing that autonomy. Call our allies into a war. See what we could do to increase our income. I've got a bunch of cash laying around. Let's make use of it. And let's see if we have any estate interactions that we could do. Nope. Okay. I want to make sure that we get this guy. I want that improved relations, now that we're going to be conquering all sorts of stuff all over the globe. And we got another colonist back. So we're going to try to convert the culture. This one, but we might not be able to get there in time. We lost our CB on Makassar, but we have our imperialism, so we'll still complete that mission. What does it even give us? Trade efficiency and global trade power. I like it. Tunis is raiding us. I don't think they understand how bad of an idea that is. Force Summit is going up. So we could build a lot more trade ships if we wanted to. But we're saving up for this guy. And let's just take a breather for a second and check to see which trade nodes. Yeah, the English Channel is the wealthiest. By actually almost 20% now. Let me see what time it is. No, we've got to wait a half an hour. Okay, so let's stop this video now and we'll start up a new one.